Out of all the draft labs that we do, this is my favorite. In the trenches, it's where games are decided. And on this board, you see a big-timer who's been #1 on the board since basically his freshman year. 3 left tackles, all of whom could go in the top 10. And one of the fastest rising players in any position, a defensive tackle from Pittsburgh, Aaron Donald. Talk about upside potential of the guys in the trenches. Todd, where are you going?
I'm going to start with Dominique Beasley in terms of upside coming from Florida. And the reason is value. You can get this player maybe in the 4th round because of the injury, and I get it. He's got big durability concerns, 2 knee injuries, 1 on each knee throughout his career. This year, season-ending injury in the 3rd game. But when you look at him, he's got a chance to be a dominant 3 technique in the NFL. He plays with great passion, explosive first step. I thought he got violent with his hands this year. This is a guy who's flying all over the field. When I study those 3 tapes from this year, I think easily could be a steal. Hey, Arthur Jones, he's not going to make it in the league. There's no chance. He's coming out, and the Baltimore Ravens, they took a shot. They wasted that pick. Well, look at him now. I think the Baltimore Ravens just lost him to the Colts. They'd love to have him back. You can recover from durability issues.
You said the word dominant, and that's Jadeveon Clowney from 2 years. Not this past season, subpar campaign. When you talk upside, go to the #1 guy. Had he come out after his freshman year, we said, hey, would have gone 3rd in the draft. After last year, 2 years ago, sophomore year, would have gone #1. This year, well, maybe not #1, but he's got incredible talent, freakish talent, and I think this year's circumstances beyond his control led to the subpar campaign. Go back to his sophomore and freshman year, you can't find a more dominant defensive player in the country, and he's a pass rusher. That's what the NFL wants. Guys can get after the quarterback. Let's go to the guy in the trenches that presents the most risk.
I'm going to go to Minnesota's Rashid Hageman. I like this guy, and I'm pulling for him. He had a nightmarish childhood, and the fact that he is where he is today says a lot about his character. But, again, back to value. You're taking a player who's got enormous physical tools. He's tall, he's big, he flashes on tape, but there's not that consistency there. I think he's going to be a top 25 pick. Presents some risk.
I'm going to go to the other side of the ball, the left tackle spot, Cyrus Kouandjio from Alabama. I thought he should have gone back. Now you talk about the injury concern. Now you think about an inconsistent year. Grade kept dropping as the season went along. Instead of being a top 10 pick, now a borderline first-round pick. Another year at Alabama really would have helped Cyrus Kouandjio. Now let's go under the radar, Todd, in the trenches.
Remember Larry Webster, the 3rd-round draft pick, Miami Dolphins from?
Maryland.
There you go. Well, his son, Bloomsburg, defensive end, could be a tight end. He only played 2 years of football, but in the last 2 years, 26 sacks, 13 and a half, set a school record back in 2012. Why only 2 years? He played 3 years of hoops. This guy's the next hoop star that's going to move. Maybe it is tight end, but right now it looks like defensive end, outside linebacker. He is 6'6", 252 pounds, and he ran a 4.58 in the 40-yard dash. He has tons of potential as a late-round draft pick.
I'll give you a guy with potential, Trey Turner at LSU.
Yes.
Everybody talks about Odell Beckham, rightfully so, Jarvis Landry, but the guy in the trenches, Trey Turner, only 20 career starts, a 3rd-year sophomore. But you think about the last 4 games, he played every offensive snap for the Bayou Bengals. Good player coming out of LSU with a chance to be even better down the road. There you have it. We got 3 left tackles that are elite. Jadeveon Clowney at defensive end, and then Aaron Donald from Pitt. Boy, he's soaring up the board. What a year it could be in terms of the early portion of the 1st round in the trenches, offensive line and defensive line.